With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
They're going to 53.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 45. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The Seahawks at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second down, Prescott. Has it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. A first down throw for Prescott. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
And they'll try the option on first and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. And
he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Washington now brings this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. with a quick throw out wide. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. A first carry for Rachaad White. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 7 yards there and a first down.
It was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They go right back to White here on first down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gain of 31 on third down.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a third down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now back to the ground game with White. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. First down, here's White. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Trey Palmer, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Buccaneers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Osborne decides against a run back, and this will come out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He hits his target, Lockett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Jet sweep. Here's Smith and Jigba. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Hey, kill! 47. We're going to 54.
Prescott. Touchdown! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Washington now brings this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Going right side is White. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. Now 2nd and 5. Off play action. Pickett. And that's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. And that is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop, myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Prescott on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. Good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Washington now brings this out. And all deep in his own territory. Coughs up the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. Because you want...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Well, that sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they felt they could take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game. And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw, Pickett. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Second down and 4. They run again with Walker. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Now Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Myers' kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now Prescott. These guys running back out of the backfield. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. From the gun, it's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Prescott down. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. Walker now on 1st and 10. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Touchdown, Seahawks. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Myers connects on the PAT, and a rout is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Washington now brings this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Pickett sets up play action. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Pickett on second down. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. One heck of a third down conversion. 33 yards. Here's 2nd and 10. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. He sets to fire deep. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Trey Palmer in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Here comes K.J. Osborne out of his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. K.J. Osborne. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? Washington now brings this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl. A 25-point line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Pickett now from the gun here. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Pickett. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. White is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Pickett will try to throw for this. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Walker with another carry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. This one goes underneath to Walker. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 3rd down, here's Walker. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Give to Walker on the read option. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Throwing, Prescott. He'll find Metcalf. So no gain on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And he returns this to the 22. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Pickett back to the air on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Eddie Jackson picks it. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. This will be, 38 yards out. Myers' kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Now a draw play. He put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd down. Here's Pickett. Steps away. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Pickett now on 1st down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Pickett will look to throw it here. quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Here's Pickett. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. Now Pickett. Looking deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 128 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back to Walker on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. That's clock ticking. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Walker. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Going to 53.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance,
that they're going to cherish.
So for the Seahawks, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire